John Constantine, the witty and cynical sorcerer from the DC universe, has always outsmarted gods, angels, demons, and even other higher powers with his manipulation and dark arts. But there's one against whom he has struggled miserably, and that being is known as the Golden Boy. And this video is all about him. Let's explore who this character is and how he impacts John and the entire storyline. Before we get into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Who is this Golden Boy? The Golden Boy is the strong and powerful mirror twin of John Constantine, who was destined to do great things. But as a fetus, he suffered a brutal death in his mother's womb and never saw the light of day. There were two theories behind his death. The first one being the one where his father, Thomas Constantine, deliberately attempted an abortion to kill him, and the second one where he got strangled to death inside the womb by his weaker twin brother John Constantine's umbilical cord. According to many articles and theories, the latter is considered the prominent reason for the infant's death. Wait a second. If the Golden Boy died in his mother's womb, then how did he threaten John's life? Actually, in a distant alternate universe, the same event happened again, but with reversed consequences. This time, the Golden Boy escaped the harsh fate, while his weaker brother John died. But one day, the Golden Boy discovered another John from the parallel universe and befriended him. Later, he used his spirit to damage John's life and even tried to push him to the brink of death. Well, how did he do that? And why, being the other version of John from an alternate world, did he inflict pain on John? What were his motives? To know this, we must understand the entire storyline of the issue 35 of the Hellblazer series, where the Golden Boy made his first appearance in the DC comic verse. Role of the Golden Boy in DC Hellblazer issue 35. John Constantine's mother, Mary Ann Constantine, died while giving birth to John. If that was not enough, he also unintentionally killed his strong and perfect brother inside the womb. These two mistakes made him a culprit in the eyes of his father, Thomas Constantine, forever, who hated him to the core. As a result, John had a struggling childhood. Lack of family love and his father's hatred made the weak and fragile John survive the harsh realities of life, and transformed him into the self-centered and greedy person that he is today. However, the Golden Boy was blessed in his universe, as he was born into a loving family, who had provided him with all the opportunities and gifts that John could only dream of. In his world, the Golden Boy bore the same name, John Constantine, and was destined to lead his people to greater heights. Later, he achieved the same. The Golden Boy became the strongest mage of his reality and made his universe a perfect world, with him as its ruler. Even though John and the Golden Boy were twins, however, appearance-wise, the Golden Boy appeared to be a more handsome and wealthier version of John, and flaunted long, pulled-back golden hair. Unlike John, the Golden Boy was a non-smoker who wore long, shiny robes and sported sandals. The Golden Boy's only demerit against John was his missing right arm, which he lost at some point in his life. But one day, the Golden Boy was standing at his mother's grave. Suddenly, he encountered a weak boy on the other side who looked just like him. Feeling compassionate, the Golden Boy tried to console the kid but was pushed away by the kid's powerful and bitter gaze. Feeling humiliated, the Golden Boy rejected that kid, failing to understand that this kid represented his dual existence. But again, one day, the Golden Boy discovered the presence of his twin brother John, and they immediately felt a bond between each other. They decided to fuse their souls to rediscover more about their worlds. However, their plan failed as the selfish John pulled out of the plan. But it wasn't going to be the last encounter between them. With the help of a revolving mirror, the twins met again. With his influence, the Golden Boy awakened John into his universe, where peace and tranquility with lush green pastures prevailed. Despite the previous failure, the Golden Boy requested John to fuse their souls again. John hesitated, but this time, the Golden Boy brainwashed John's mind into believing that it would be the best for both universes if he, the Golden Boy, could be reborn as the dead brother in John's world in place of him. John countered and denied that he had not falsely occupied someone else's place in his universe. So the fusion plan was again cancelled. The Golden Boy pursued John to fuse their souls to set things right in John's universe, but the reality was far from the truth. John was not aware that the Golden Boy, who spoke with such refined oratory, reflected sophisticated gestures, and exhibited the ability to rescue his friends, was not an angelic deity at all. The Golden Boy was also a master manipulator like him, and he was after John regarding only one thing, and that was his domination over John's Synchronicity wave traveling ability. What the hell is that thing? Well, John is a laughing magician, which is a group of magic users who have the Synchronicity wave traveling ability as their ultimate weapon. This weapon grants the ability to locate missing people, gather allies, win at gambling, protect themselves from danger and harm, dodge bullets, escape spells, and evade enemies at the right time and moment. Domination over John's Synchronicity Wave's traveling ability would enable the Golden Boy the overall control over different universes, and John's life because he viewed John as a puny weakling unworthy of such power. To achieve this, the Golden Boy manipulated John's cancer and memory loss during different story arcs to make him weak and powerless, and this mental torture continued for 10 years. So what powers and abilities did the Golden Boy have to dominate over John's Synchronicity Wave? The Golden Boy was gifted with leadership qualities and superb control ability. If this was not enough, the Golden Boy had a strong grasp of invisibility, telekinesis, time travel, teleportation, magic, angelic powers, and energy projection, to name a few. How did John escape from the Golden Boy's clutches? Upon knowing the truth, John discontinued the bond and used a metaphorical scalpel to cut down all the ties which connected them and save himself from misery and pain. Does the Golden Boy appear in the DC Universe again? The answer to this is both yes and no. In Earth's in-story arc, John encountered another version of the Golden Boy, who was a kind and pious family man, unlike the Hellblazer counterpart, but John killed him for selfish reasons. But the Golden Boy finally reintegrated into the DC Universe when a demon mentioned his name in the Hellblazer Rebirth. Marvelous conclusion. Well folks, we've reached the end of our exploration, but still a few questions remain. After reading everything about the Golden Boy, one thing we've understood is that he is for sure a character of immense potential, and can unlock many story arcs if utilized properly. So, can we witness this character making a debut in the live action or big screens in the near future? Will DC give this character a chance to showcase its power and abilities in its cinematic universe? Or will it remain just another one of those characters who will forever be sidelined in the comics, without getting a proper shot to becoming a fan favorite? Do share your thoughts regarding these questions in the comments, and also let us know which character from the John Constantine universe you would like us to explore next. Lastly, we'd also like to express our apologies if we missed anything important regarding this character. Until we meet again. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.